Okay. How does it feel watching your parents on Young, Rich, and African? First of all, guys, it's Young, Famous, and African, not Young, Rich, and African. Second of all, I don't know. Like, when I watch it, I don't... Oh! Crap. When I watch it, I don't think of them as my parents. I think of them as, like, people I'm watching on a TV show. You feel me? Where's my concealer brush? I can't find it. Anyways, I don't think of them as my parents. I think of people I'm watching on a TV show. So when I'm watching it, I just disregard the fact that they're actually my parents, because I don't want to be biased in any way. So if my mom does something that actually pisses me off in the show, I'm gonna be like, bro, like Annie is doing too much. You feel me? So I treat them like every other cast member. Like, if someone's beefing with my mom and I know my mom's in the wrong, I'm not gonna be like, period. I'm gonna tell my mom, Mama, you were in the wrong here. Like, bruh. But it's all jokes, it's all bands, you know. Like, it's like, yeah, it's just funny. It's just funny. Do you like the way your parents were portrayed in Young Prince and African? No, because I think the way, I don't think I've ever actually spoken about this in like the lights, but I think the way my parents are portrayed anywhere is just so wrong. And like, whenever I try to back my parents up and be like, nah, that's not what happened, everyone's just like, how will you know? How are you know? Just a little child. How would you know? You're not in my family. Your knowledge is based off stuff that you see on freaking Safari and freaking Instagram and freaking like social media. I know it because I've been in the household as my parents. Like, I feel like people on, so like, obviously people on social media, I can't change everyone's perspective on social media, because people on social media will always think what people on social media want to think, but obviously they will never know like the actual true story, or like the actual true like background of anything that has ever happened in my family household, or anything that has happened like before I was even born. Like, they will never actually know. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So I feel like what my parents were portrayed wasn't the best image, and it wasn't completely accurate. I can't say too much on that, but it wasn't completely accurate.
Everybody.
It's a banger.
So guys, the video you just watched is from Two-Face and Annie, Idibia's daughter Isabella. Yes, I think she was doing a question and answer session on her live. If you do not know, she is not in Nigeria. She is no longer in Nigeria. She now schools abroad. So she was just doing a question and answer session on her live, and people were asking her about her parents. Then she decided to speak about it. If you do not know, Two-Face and his wife Annie Idibia, they went for a show, Young, Famous, and Africa. And after that show, should I say, during the period of that show, Nigerians, people had a lot to say about them. People had different opinions on their marriage. They have different opinions on about their marriage and everything. Then and Idibia trended when the show was ongoing, Young, Famous, and African. She trended a lot because of the things she said in the show. Two-Face was also in the show, so they talked about their marriage and they were all trending. So on Isabella's, that is their daughter's live video, people decided to ask her a take on that show, Young, Famous, and Africa. How she felt when she was watching the show, and they also asked her about how she feels about the way her parents are being portrayed online. And she had her answers to give. Yes, she gave answers to the question. This video was just trending because of the way she replied the questions. Yes, it was trending because of the way she spoke about the issue. And she seems like she wasn't bothered, or she isn't bothered. I don't know, because we all know Two-Face and Idibia, they are always having marital issues online. And Idibia is always coming online to drag Two-Face from time to time, saying, oh, her husband did this, her husband did that, most times because of infidelity. And Idibia is sometimes coming online to drag Two-Face for infidelity and whatsoever. And Two-Face does reply once in a time, not always and all. See, from time to time, there has been marriage saga between Two-Face and Annie, yeah? and the public has different opinions. They are always giving their 2 cents, advising her to leave the marriage, yada yada yada, dropping their 2 cents, dropping their advice and everything. And this marriage saga, this marriage crisis online, yeah, most times put by an Idibia, because I believe she was pissed, like she's just annoyed and everything, yeah. It got me wondering most times, like these people, they have children, right? They have grown up children. How will they feel? Because I believe they have access to social media. So how will they feel seeing their parents going through all this drama online? Like we know couples, they do have issues and everything, but most times it is usually in their houses. Like, but these people, they are dragging themselves online. The public, they have opinions to give about their marriage and everything. So I'm always wondering, how will these people, how will their children be feeling right now? And I believe other people, they were curious also. So when she gave them chances to like ask her questions, they decided to ask, and she gave a response. She was just there doing her thing, giving her opinion, like telling people how she felt, how she feels whenever she hears something about her parents online and everything. So that's just it here. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the subscribe button. Also like this video, please. Click on the like button here, comment and share. Thank you.